Thank you so much for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your monthly October 2020 tarot card reading. Really looking forward to delving into your situation for your individual zodiac sign this month. If you haven't already and you would like to check out your free 3-card reading, you can do so by clicking the link down beneath this video. It's 100% free and it looks into your past, present and future situation. Each of the tenses is written specifically for the position the card is pulled in. So this is not a generic reading, it's more tailored exactly to the question that you're asking. But without further ado, let's get into this month and see what the cards hold for you. Hello Leo, and welcome to your October 2020 tarot card reading. Let's see what comes up for you for the present. Wow, you have the Lovers makes an appearance. I love it when the Lovers comes up because there's so much detail and so much meaning to this card, Leo. On the face of it, it could mean that a new romance is coming into your life. If you're single, you could be finding the flutterings. Perhaps there are some lockdown restrictions coming back in your area, but this could always be via text message, via email. It's always fun when we first get into that relationship and there's those texts back and forth and you're getting to know each other, and every time your phone goes off, you get butterflies in your stomach. Like, that is so fun. If you're currently in a relationship, it could be that the spark really gets reignited, or that you're falling into a real deeper sense of commitment. Perhaps there is an engagement, or perhaps you're thinking of starting a family together. So in terms of love, that's kind of what we're talking about. But this card in original tarot was called Choice. Now, that sounds completely different. Choice is very much about communication. If we think about these people talking here, they have a mediator in between them in the form of this guy and this angel. So if we think about this in terms of a contract, it's going to be important to choose things very carefully, read over the small print, take your time and make sure the communication is good before you leap into anything. This can also represent the masculine and feminine sides of our brain, which are sometimes not connected to each other in a very helpful way. Sometimes we get that disconnect. So what happens here, it's almost like an electrical circuit where this spiritual help comes in, which can unite these two parts of your being, the feminine energy that is receptive and the masculine energy that is go-getting. So you could find that you're really in a powerful position this month, Leo, once all those things come into being. So what is blocking you, Leo? Well, the Queen of Cups comes up. So this could mean that there is a female in your life that you feel is blocking your way forwards in some way. If it does represent a person, then I think that you really care about this person and you really love this person. It could be, a partner, it could be your mother, it could be a sister. I feel like with her here, though, it's like you can't quite move forwards in your situation. You're worrying about this person and how they factor into your goals and ambitions and dreams. If it doesn't represent a person, then it could be that some past love, you're not quite healed from it, and you might be wanting to move forwards in some way, but this past relationship could be still on the very forefront of your mind. Even if you've met someone new, and even if you're really happy with them, there could still be some wounds from the past. So just don't judge yourself. If you feel you can talk to your partner, and hopefully you can, about this, then do so, because things can come up for all of us sometimes when we don't expect it. So it's about working through that and healing through that. So your foundation card for this month is very good. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Knights typically represent messages, and Pentacles typically represent finance or, your material plane. So we put that together. This is messages about your material plane. So you could get a letter in the post that tells you some money was owed to you, or you're getting some extra help in some way, you're getting a new contract or a raise. So that could be really beneficial for you this month, Leo. I feel like things are actually moving. It could be about the sale of a new home. It could be about the purchase of a new home. So yeah, I definitely think there's some messages coming your way. Could be via email in terms of your material life. Your past card for this month, Leo, is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is very much about, it's a little bit of confusion, because what happens is you have so many choices that you don't quite know which one to choose. So it's nice to have choice, and this goes with the Lovers card as well. But it's about picking one thing and sticking to it. It's about, just choosing to see a project through, not getting too scattered. You might be feeling really excited, like an excited, golden retriever who just wants to jump up on everything and try something new. Particularly if you have been in lockdown and you just want to get out there and be your fiery self again. But with all these options, it can get a little bit overwhelming. So just stick to one or two of them and work your way through them. Your spiritually crowning card is absolutely fantastic. You have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about enterprise, it's about business, it's about ideas. The Ace of Swords represents air, so swords are the air element, and air is very much about logic, and it's about communication. So for this to come up in your spiritually crowning position means that when you speak this month, I think things are going to be very fluent for you. Whilst other people might get a little bit tongue-tied with things, I feel you're going to be able to put your point across really well. And again, like those new ideas, those business ideas are just going to be absolutely flowing. In your immediate future, you have another ace. Important month for you, Leo, with two aces. The Ace of Cups is, in my view, as a tarot reader, a culmination of all the other aces. So if you added them all together, this is the card that you would get. It's abundance. It's thy cup runneth over. It's about having enough and having more left over to share. So what a wonderful position to be in, that you can help the people you love and care about, but you can also realise and see your own dreams through. So whatever this blockage was at the beginning of the month, I feel that you're going to realise you actually can do the two things that you want to do. You're not going to have to choose between your two loves. I think there is going to be a way that can be figured out. Your state of mind is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about learning, it's about schooling. So this could be a new course that you enroll in, whether that's in-person training or online. I think it's probably more going to be online with the current climate. This could be to do with anything. It's going to be different for each of you. Can be to do with your career, could be to do with your spiritual life. It could be to do with some kind of new thing that you're going into, something that could further your current roles in life. So learning is definitely at the forefront of your mind this month, especially if you've been feeling a little bit apathetic towards learning new things. Your outside influence is the Four of Coins. Because this is an outside influence, I feel that this could be somebody around you or a situation. The Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles means that we are holding on to something that we need to let go of. It's a card of hoarding. It's a card of not wanting to spend because we're worried if we spend, we won't have anything left. But then if we don't spend, we won't progress. It's a card of fear in a lot of ways. Not in a terrifying way, but it's like you're not quite sure what to let go of. If you take that road, then will you miss out? It's important when this card comes up to see that if we hold on to something too tightly, we can end up losing it regardless. So I think it's just being a little bit more free-flowing, Leo, this month. Allow yourself to just get back to that fiery flowiness, that exuberance, not the overthinkingness that you've got into perhaps a little bit. It's really important to be structured, of course, but at the same time, is that hindering your progress? And then your hopes and fears for this month, Leo, is the Seven of Wands. You're going to have to really stand your ground with something or someone this month. This could be family, this could be a work colleague. you know, just really standing up for yourself. If people have been putting you down or making you feel less than, or just giving you this snidey little remarks that make you feel like you can't say anything because it's not really big enough to moan about, but at the same time it happens so often that it's getting you really frustrated, you're going to have to say something this month. But I feel the way you put it across, because you've got this ace here, you can, Ace of Swords, you can do it in a really constructive way and a really assertive way so that it doesn't boil over. And because you put it across assertively, the person or situation that's trying to drag you down will just be completely stumped. And then your outside influence for this month, Leo, is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is very much about fast moving energy, a lot of things happening at once. So I feel like by the end of the month, things are going to be moving in a more of a direction that you want them to go, moving more of a pace that you're used to. And all these fears about things not being able to move forwards, about not knowing what choices to take, about people in your life that you care about, who you're caring for, where do they fall into your plans. I think by the end of the month, you're really going to be able to see how you can all get what you want from this situation, but how you can still follow and live your dreams. So there you have your monthly reading for this month. Thank you so much for joining me again. It's a real honour to spend that time with you and for us to share that space. If you did feel inclined that you wanted to reach out for a one-to-one with myself or with Patrick, you can find that information in the description box beneath this video. But until we speak again next month, take care and stay safe. Alyssa.